Hi. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I have not been sleeping well at all. Does that ever happen to you? Sometimes at night, my body just feels so awake. And then when it's daytime and I have to be awake, I'm just so tired. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've tried everything. I'm out of ideas.
Hey, Kylee.
Do you hear that? I think there's something in the maker box.
It's me, your friend, Dr. Bill.
It's Dr. Bill!
I heard that you were having some issues sleeping, having a hard time getting to sleep at night. And sleep is really, really important, and I know how hard it is to fall asleep. So I just wanted to give you 8 tips to having a good night's sleep. Are you ready? Okay. Tip number 1, no bright lights. See, when we have bright lights in our eyes, it tells our brain to be awake. So screens, in particular, block the sleepy signal in our brains. So we want to get rid of those, right? So no bright lights. That's number 1. Number 2, I like to keep it cool. We sleep a lot better if we're cool. So you don't want to be wearing like big, heavy, warm clothes when you go to bed. Wear something nice and cool and then you'll fall asleep much easier. Number 3, beds are for sleeping. I know it's so fun to jump on the bed, but we're not supposed to do that. And if the only thing you do on your bed is sleep, when you get into bed, it'll tell your brain, hey, it's time to sleep. And then your whole body will be ready for it. Number 4, no sugar, especially before bed. Sugar gives you lots of energy. You don't want to lay down and be like, I want to go run, right? So no sugar before bed. That's number 4. Number 5, brush teeth. It's one of those rhythms that you can get at, and your body really likes rhythms. So if you brush your teeth every single night, it can be a cue for your brain to say, oh, it's time to go to sleep. Number 6, read a book, or have an adult read a book to you. This is so good. It activates your imagination, just like when you're having a dream. So you can actually close your eyes while the person's reading and imagine the story happening. It's really, really effective. Number 7, breathe deep and slowly. The way we breathe kind of tells our body what's happening. So when we breathe really, really fast, it's like we're running somewhere, and when we breathe really, really slow, it's like we're resting. So we can actually tell our bodies that it's okay to rest and it's okay to go to sleep just by breathing nice and slow. And number 8, I would say focus on the positive. Think about the good things that happened that day and the things you're excited about happening tomorrow. I hope that list has been helpful. And to get you started, I'm going to leave a little surprise for you in your maker box.
Those are amazing tips. Why haven't I tried so many of those things? In fact, why have I been doing the exact opposite? Oh yeah, he said he left us something in the maker box to help. Dear Kylee, maybe you and your friend, that's you, could use this as a craft to help you with your nighttime routine? It's a nightlight. And when you push it, it lights up and shuts off. And there's 8 of them. I have an idea. To the studio! Welcome to the studio, where art and solutions are made. At least today, I really think that this project is going to finally help me get some sleep. Art can do amazing things, but first we have to make it. I have 8 lights all ready to go. Check it out. Oof, they're super bright. I think if those lights were that bright, it wouldn't work any better than anything else we've tried. So I came up with a solution. Let's put some paint over the light part to tone the light down. And of course, since there's 8 of these lights, planets, we've got to paint them like planets, right? Yeah, okay. I'm right. First thing we need to do is put some paint on the palette. What planet do you want to paint first? Usually I start with Mercury because it's the closest to the sun, but what if we spiced it up today and started backwards? Started with Neptune. Want to? Okay. Neptune's like, ooh, I never get to go first. Cool. Neptune is a dark blue planet. It's an ice giant. So we need to take this blue and make it a little bit darker. We can make it darker a couple ways. We can make it more purple by adding some red, or we could make a shade of blue by adding some black. Ooh, that feels kind of nice going on there. It's really smooth. We'll let this layer dry, and then I'm going to go in and add even a little bit more color. What planet is next if we're going backwards, furthest from the sun and then in? Neptune and then Uranus. Uranus is a light blue planet, another ice giant. I'm going to make light blue by starting with white. Then I'm going to add in just a little bit of blue and see how I feel. You like it? I think a little more blue. That looks great. Uranus is so easy to paint because it's really just one color. Light blue, very smooth. I am going to add a ring onto Uranus because it does have a little ring that you can see. That looks awesome! Next up is the planet Saturn. I'm so excited to paint this one. I love painting the rings, but I do need a brown for Saturn, which means we have a little bit of mixing to do. I wanted to show you a tool that artists use to mix colors. It's called the color wheel. The color wheel starts with 3 primary colors. They are red, blue, and yellow. That's it, red, blue, and yellow, the primary colors. Now we can mix the secondary colors from here. So if I mix red and blue, I will get the secondary color, do you know? Let's see if it works. Purple. The more red I add, the more reddish the purple will be. The more blue I add, the more bluish the purple will be. If I mix yellow and blue, I will get the secondary color green. And if we mix yellow and red, we'll get the secondary color orange. Now we have primary and secondary colors. How do we get lighter and darker values of the secondary and primary colors? Well, we already did that with Uranus and Neptune, didn't we? We added a little bit of white or a little bit of black. Those are called making a tint or a shade. How do we get colors like brown? Well, that's when we need to learn about something called complementary colors. Those are when 2 colors are opposite from each other on the color wheel. When you mix complementary colors together, they make brown. I think Saturn needs some rings too, right? It's the best part. Next up, Jupiter. I love painting Jupiter. That big red spot gets me every time. And let's see, should we add a little orange? Do you remember what 2 primary colors make orange? Yellow and red. Ready? Red. I just love that part. Next closest to the sun is the planet Mars, the red planet. I'm just using the very tip of a round brush to tap these dots in. I'm painting this differently because I want it to have a different texture. You can kind of think about it like little asteroids hitting the planet every time you do it. Asteroid! Next up, planet Earth. Sounds familiar. Oh, because we live there. Next up, Venus. Yellow, and maybe a tint of yellow will do it, I think. Pretty. And Mercury, the closest planet to the sun, and for us, the last one we're painting today. I'm gonna paint Mercury a lot how I painted Mars, just with gray instead of red. To make gray, you just add white and black. If you want a darker gray, more black. If you want a lighter gray, more white. You get it. The next thing I'm gonna do is cover these with a clear gloss so that even when they get pressed a bunch of times, that paint doesn't just scratch right off. When the gloss is dry, I'm gonna go hang them in Dax's room. Do you wanna come with me? Okay, I'll do that quick and then let's go. Ready? Let's do it. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now that the lights are up, we can use them to remind us of our nighttime routine. That's what Dr. Bill said, that rhythms are good for our bodies. And another word for rhythm is routine. That means something we do every night so that our bodies can go, oh wait, I'm doing the nighttime things, and it'll help us calm down. Also, some of these things are like super fun. Okay, are you ready for nighttime routine number 1? All right, the first thing we're gonna do is get our bed and our room ready for sleeping. That means I'm gonna organize this a little bit, and I'm gonna make my space calm so my body can be calm. My room is nice and calm. And so here comes the best part. Whenever we complete an item of our routine, we get to turn on a light. So number 1, done. So the first planet, on. Time for step 2 of our nighttime routine. Instead of making our bodies all wild and crazy, we're going to stretch about. Here's 3 stretches that help me calm down. Our first stretch, you start by standing up. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take in a deep breath, and as our body fills up with air, we're gonna have our arms go up, 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 up. And then when we let the breath out, our arms are gonna go down, 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 down. It's kind of like a sleepy bird stretch. Ready? Okay, ready? Good job. See how high you could reach up this time. Oh, I'm feeling good already. Next stretch, you have to sit down, crisscross applesauce. Okay, sit down just like this. Then you're going to put your forehead on the floor. Ready? Or as close as you can. Then take your hands and stretch them out in front of you just like this. Oh. Take in a few deep breaths and let your whole body relax. Yes, this is working. Last stretch, you're gonna lay down. Hello. Lay down on your back. Take your knees and wrap them up in a big hug, just like this. Give yourself a good squeeze, shut your eyes, and let your whole body relax. Stretching is awesome. Stretching done. Time for the third part, brushing teeth. Brushing teeth, complete. Next up, go potty. Be right back. Done. Now I'm gonna put on my comfiest pajamas. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. Now it's time to read some books. Next up, I'm gonna listen to some of my favorite music. Calming music. I'm getting very sleepy. Dr. Bill sure is a great sleep expert. The last thing I'm gonna do is practice some deep, slow breaths. Let me show you a trick for doing that with these very lights. We're gonna start with our lights all off because we're gonna do something called solar system breathing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe in. And then we're gonna hold that breath. Then we're gonna breathe out. And then wait. Try it again. In. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Hold. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Breathe out. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and then wait. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Breathe in. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, hold. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Breathe out. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and wait. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Deep breathing, done. All our lights are on. That means we did each step of our nighttime routine. I have one last thing that you can try if you want to help calm down, and this will also help us shut off all of our lights. We're going to say some positive things together about our day and about the great sleep we're about to have. And as we say each one, we're going to shut off the planet because you know I made this rhyme with planet facts. Perfect for closing out our perfect nighttime routine together. Mercury orbits the sun in a hurry. It's time to relax and let go of my worry. Venus has the brightest glow. It's time to sleep so I can heal and grow. Planet Earth is number 3. Tomorrow's going to be great. I believe in me. Mars is the red planet. That's its part. I'm loved because I'm me with my own special heart. Jupiter has the shortest day. I can rest now. Everything is okay. Saturn is famous for its many rings. I take in a deep breath and the peace that it brings. Uranus is colder than the rest. I let go of this day because I did my best. Neptune is the last and has 14 moons. I rest and shut my eyes. Good dreams will come soon. I think this is going to be a great night's sleep. If you want to make more things together, let's do it. Just search for Kylee Makes It. Kylee. That's me. Sweet dreams. See you next time.